Huh?
not Axe of Bodies.
I was like, what? Today's episode's brought to you by Axe Timberland. What? I'm trying to think of a spell they have. Timberland? I feel like.
Oh, gosh.
Axe Lumberjack.
Lumberjack, yeah.
Axe Sea Captain.
Ocean Breeze.
Axe All men want to sound like a sweaty worker on the sea.
That's sexy.
I'm a sexy lumberjack.
On the sea.
I rode in here on my rhinoceros. He smells like sandalwood and vanilla.
That's all I wanted, man. This is Remnants. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Emily.
Turn on your nightlight.
Pour something strong.
You'll be up long after the story is done.
Ring, ring, ring.
Banana phone.
What?
Sure, that song. Ring, ring, ring.
I was thinking of the ring, ring, ring.
Oh, like the axe?
And you're like, banana phone.
I feel like that sums up Emily and I's personalities very well.
Banana phone. I pop my neck.
We are talking a very serious story today.
We are.
It's our happy 40th episode for our season 4 premiere. 4. Anyways,
We're fine.
Everything's fine. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything you want to tell the listeners?
You know, I did have something I was trying to remember. Now I can't remember it. I had something happen and I was like, I'll wait to tell Kayla about this.
And now you don't know?
Now it's gone. I feel like it was something good. What the devil was it? I feel like I had something spooky happen and now...
More knocking at your house?
No.
A dream?
Our garage door, like the door into the garage was open at one point. That was a little spooky. Frick. No, I guess it's nothing.
Well, maybe the next episode.
Maybe next time I'll remember. I literally was like, this will be what I'll start the episode with. This will be good. Alas, it is gone.
Now this episode is just not going to be good.
No, it's going to be terrible now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gone. It's left.
I'm sorry.
It's left
I
my
hate that.
brain. Yeah, I whatever. I should have written it down. Should have known.
Well, next time it comes to you, write it down.
Yeah. No, there's literally nothing in my brain right now.
Oh, dear.
I'm like trying to think of something and I've got
Nothing.
not a damn thing. Well, you got anything?
I think the only thing I was going to share was kind of related to what this episode is. We are talking about the Villisca axe murder house today. And this has like been a story I've been fascinated about for a long time because I actually made my parents drive me by this house when I was in high school and we were on our way to visit family in Iowa. So,
Checks out. They probably had no idea just how messed up you were at the time.
I mean, they drove me willingly by this house.
Like, she just loves history, which you do.
Yeah.
But you were like, I bet there's some dead kid spirits trapped.
I mean, I used to watch like the ghost shows with my parents.
To those dead kids someday.
Oh yeah, I know. 15-year-old me. If you said someday you were gonna be overnight at this house, I would have been like, what?
You're gonna see aliens.
And you're gonna see aliens. Yeah. What a night.
Maybe I was going to talk to you about that demon movie that I shared with you. The one that if you watch, it's about the guy who tried to do all the rituals in all these different cultures to try to get possessed or something. And apparently if you watch the movie, activity happens at your house. So I'm going to make Kayla watch it.
Oh, that's
today.
why you want to watch it at my house. I see.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
I mean, I'd watch it at mine too, but it'll be more fun if we make it a whole thing.
Okay. Well, we'll make it a whole thing.
So we might get possessed tonight.
Whoop, whoop. Exciting Saturday night plans.
Yeah, duh. But no. I still don't know what I was actually going to tell you, so we're going to just say nothing.
Well, we'll save it for the next time.
Yeah.
Because we're happy to be back.
Yeah.
We went on so many ghost hunts this, like, summer and fall. This is, like, one of 5. So, we've got a lot of investigations to talk about this season.
And they were all really good. Mm-hmm. Which is where I feel like we're still grappling with that fact.
Yeah, we had some really crazy stuff happen, and this one in particular might be the greatest ever.
Yeah, we're, I guess, the best ghost hunters ever. So.
I think so. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You'll see why.
But first,
the
history.
Sponsors. Oh. Yeah, we don't have sponsors yet.
No. That'd be great, though. Someone wants to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Help me, I'm poor.
Help. Please.
Let me tell you, going on 5 investigations broke my bank account.
Yeah, that maybe wasn't the right call. We were just like, yeah, we just
said yes to all of them.
And then we're like, oh my God, this was just like $600 by the end of the summer.
And we really basically, because we were so poor, we like risked our lives by driving when we shouldn't have driven.
No, legit risked our lives because I was falling asleep at the wheel. We kept stopping at gas stations for me to get food because I had to keep eating. So I didn't fall asleep, and I was falling asleep eating. So we learned that I cannot stay awake past like 2 a.m. if I'm driving. If I'm driving and it's dark, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
That's what we learned about me. And Kayla can muscle through it.
But it was pretty bad, one of the drive back from Jeff City. But we, like, had to get Emily back.
Oh
so
my God, yeah.
Like,
first day of kindergarten was that morning. Jesus Christ.
That was bad planning.
I forgot about that.
Oh God, that was, anyways.
That was,
We'll talk about that when we talk about Missouri State Penitentiary.
Yeah, needless to say,
but
send us money. Support's great too, but
then we can get hotel rooms and not drive.
But if we do die, summon us via Ouija board, and we might talk to you.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what it's like down there. I mean, up there.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get the best of both worlds, and we'll both be able to tell you
what's going on.
Let's start a poll. Who's in heaven and who's in hell?
Yeah, tell us.
I think we know the answer.
Well,
anyways.
Looks can be deceiving.
Saying I look like a demon?
No.
I was like, okay, history. The squirrels are squirreling hard.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, the ADHDN's always ADHDN, but today, maybe a little more.
Perhaps.
So we'll see if we can get through this.
We're fine.
This is fine.
Everything's fine.
So, for those that don't know, the Villisca, like, axe murder, it's probably one of the biggest, like, unsolved mysteries in America as, like, true crime history. On June 12th, 1912, in the small town of Villisca, Iowa, 8 victims, 6 were children, 2 were adults, were bludgeoned to death in their sleep, and no one was ever convicted of the murders. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I guess trigger warning.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids involved, and it did make for, this was probably the first place we investigated that, like, had a story. Like that wasn't a singular story. But also a very sad, very heavy story.
And it's the first one where everything was like, I mean, obviously you don't know the killer at all, but like the story happened. It's verified. It's not just very like, real. Oh, we think this happened here.
Kind of like the Sally House story. Yeah. Like, oh, there's this legend of a little girl Sally dying of an operation, but like there's no facts.
They're like, no, these people died in this room, in this bed. These were their names. This is how old they were.
I mean, you can still see, like, the axe marks in the ceiling in the house and just crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So, but first I'm just going to take you, set up the scene of Villisca.
Okay.
It is a small town surrounded by farmland in southwest Iowa. It's about a 2.5-hour drive from Kansas City.
Not very fun in the middle of the night.
Nope. So 2.5 hours doesn't sound bad unless it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Today, the population is about 1,100, and back in 1912, it was 2,500 residents. The town began as a settlement known as the Forks due to it being nestled between 2 rivers. And in 1858, the town had just 2 stores and a handful of homes. Later that year, the town was selected as a coveted spot on the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad line. The town was named by one of the railroad employees, D.N. Smith, who named it Villisca, believing it was a word from the Sac and Fox Native American tribe for pretty place or lovely view. Which it was. The drive was very pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Like through kind of like rolling hills and farmland.
And I feel like the town hasn't really changed much. Like there's just not a lot there.
Nope.
It's very residential.
Yeah, it's not really near. I mean, it might. I think Kansas City is like maybe the nearest big city. I think Des Moines about the same distance away. So
yeah,
it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, town was kind of established in like 1858, and then obviously the Civil War happened kind of shortly after, which kind of slowed the construction of the railroad being finished. But the town still flourished as a kind of agricultural trade hub. And the railroad line was finished in 1867, and then the town really boomed from there. And by the turn of the 20th century, Villisca had a bunch of retail stores, restaurants, a theater, and 2 large churches. Surprised there was only 2.
I know. For real.
In the growth that followed the railroad opening, the house at 508 East 2nd Street was built in 1868 by local resident George Loomis. And I don't know if this is a fun fact, but fun fact is that Sally House has actually almost the exact same address. It's 508 North 2nd Street. Villisca's 508 East 2nd Street. So, very interesting.
Now I need to find West and South because they're probably haunted too.
Yeah, was it Sam and Colby that did... because they share the same address. They had like...
And they got interactions from Sally. Mm-hmm. That's when they thought they were having an attachment too. Mm-hmm. Because I remember that being really spooky.
Yeah. So...
Freaking Sally.
Take what you want from that. Yeah, she followed you. The Villisca house is about 600 square feet with 2 bedrooms, a parlor, a downstairs sewing room, a kitchen, an outhouse, and there's also an attic upstairs. George Loomis built a barn next to the house, and not long afterward, he sold it to Josiah Moore in 1903. Josiah Moore was 34 years old, and he was a prominent businessman in town, and his wealth came from, he had a franchise to the John Deere Company, which very big in the farming world.
Yeah, I feel like that was a very smart choice.
Yeah. Previously, he had worked 9 years for Frank Jones, who was the owner of a hardware and agricultural supply store and a state politician. Moore set up shop directly across the street from his former boss. Josiah married Sarah Montgomery on December 6, 1899, at the home of her parents. By 1912, they had 4 children: Herman, who was 11, Catherine, 10 years old, Arthur, who went by Boyd, was 7, and Paul was 5. On Sunday, June 9th, the family, along with the Stillinger sisters, Lena, who was 12, and Ina, who was 8, and they were friends of Catherine's, they all attended a special evening children's program at the newly constructed Presbyterian church, which was just a 5-minute walk from the Moores' home. The Stillinger sisters were members of a wealthy family who lived on a large farm about 7 miles outside of Villisca. Around 6 p.m., Josiah had called the Stillinger family home and asked the oldest sister, Blanche, if the girls could stay overnight. The Moore family and the 2 girls got to the Moore house sometime after 9:30 p.m. The Moores had a twin bed in that downstairs sewing room, so that's where Lena and Ina slept, and then the 4 children and the parents were in the 2 upstairs bedroom. And that's where my notes end. So it is 9:30 p.m. on Sunday, June 9th.
So the family and their guests went to sleep, and it was sometime after midnight, and the house was completely silent. And it's believed that the killer was in the house already when everything happened. Obviously, we have no evidence one way or the other of what happened before the murders, but you could either say that the killer, let's call him he, we don't know for sure it is a he, but let's assume it's a man. It probably was a man. He was potentially in the house, and he was hiding and waiting for the family to return to enact this crime that he maybe planned, or maybe he just was sporadically just like, hey, there's an axe, I'm just gonna murder all these people.
Yeah, we just don't know.
So either he was there already. He was hiding in wait. Kayla mentioned that there's an attic in the upstairs. The house layout's actually really strange. It's way smaller than you'd ever imagine. Like, picture whatever house you're picturing, then shrink it. And then it's literally just 2 stories. Downstairs, super tiny. Kitchen, bedroom, basically. And like a parlor, kind of. Go upstairs, then you have 2 more bedrooms, and the attic is on the same floor as the 2 bedrooms, which I didn't realize until I was in the house. Like, the attic is basically a big closet. And the belief is that the killer was hiding in the attic when the family came back home that night. So he would have been there listening to them coming home, getting ready for bed, all of the things. That's the more popular belief, I guess you could say. Or he came in that night after they'd gone to sleep, sometime between 9:30 and midnight. Most likely the doors weren't locked. It was in Villisca.
Yes.
Tiny little Villisca, 5 minutes from a church in 1912.
And this was like the Moores were like a beloved family in town, you know.
So whether the murderer was already there or whether he came in because he could, that's where it starts. He goes into the house, or he's there, and he goes upstairs first, or he comes out of the attic.
Didn't they, you might get to this, weren't cigarettes found in the attic, which is why they think he was hiding in there?
Yeah.
You might get to that, sorry.
So yeah, he goes upstairs first, and Josiah and Sarah are in bed. And like Kayla mentioned, they weren't necessarily axed, they were bludgeoned. He used the blunt side of the axe, not the sharp part. He hit them with the blunt part of the axe multiple times. And it wasn't even...
to the point they weren't their faces were not recognizable.
So he does that multiple times to the parents, and then he goes to the next room, and he hits all of their children who are in the same room. And then he goes downstairs into the little parlor bedroom where the Stillinger girls are, and then he kills them as well. So, evidently, with nobody waking up or anything, he manages to kill 8 people with 1 weapon. Apparently no fight, because they're all found in their beds, except one of the Stillinger sisters is disturbed. We're not going to go fully into what happened with her, but there are potential and trigger for this, but there's potential that there was some form of sexual assault. But again, there wasn't any forensic evidence because they couldn't do it back then. But there was something different. I don't remember which sister it was.
Lena,
the oldest sister. Yeah, oldest 12-year-old. That was the only thing that was really different in the crime scene. Everyone else was kind of...
in bed.
Yeah.
There are a ton of other podcasts on, the Villisca, because it's just so big in the true crime world. So if you really are curious about, like, a deep dive into all the details, you can find them.
Yeah. I definitely like true crime stuff, but we're not going to really go into every nitty-gritty detail. But I will say that, after killing or incapacitating everybody, he did go back upstairs, and he hit a lot of the bodies again. Like, overkill, like major, like this is what left the axe marks in the ceiling from his... It's a small house, so it's not super hard to imagine somebody swinging an axe up, hitting something, swinging it back down. But just, like, it was completely unnecessary. You'd think it would imply that he knew these people because he seemed so mad at them.
Mm-hmm. And to kill, I don't know, to kill 6 kids, I don't know.
Yeah, one after the other. And then, that's not even worse because he doesn't leave. He stays in the house after he did this for quite some time. And it didn't look like there was some crazed frenzy or anything. It was just he didn't steal anything. He ate some of their food. He did that. You could almost say the scene looked staged. Like, he came in, murdered everybody, and then he covered up every mirror in the house. Like, he was at a wake or something. Yeah. Like, you could debate whether or not, like, okay, did he do this because he didn't want to see himself after what he'd done? Or did he do this out of some perverse respect? Because he's like, well, I don't want their stoles to get stuck, because I think that's the belief behind it.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
But it's like, that part creeps me out a lot. Like, the mirrors being covered, the victims are partially covered as well. The curtains were all drawn, blinds were closed. And like I said, all the mirrors were closed or covered. And the axe was left in the downstairs, just casually leaning there. Like,
it's just so sad because today this murder could have totally been solved with
absolutely.
forensic evidence, DNA, but...
Yeah. And then the killer stayed there the rest of the night because the killing, it didn't take that long. He stayed there. He washed his hands. He made himself beans and bread, and he ate at their kitchen table with the bodies of this entire family just everywhere.
Psychopath.
Yep. And then sometime, they're guessing around 5 a.m. based on when the neighbors started waking up around 5 a.m. He just got up and left, and he locked the door behind him. And he just left everything. Didn't even take the murder weapon. So it was that morning after that a neighbor, Mary Peckham, started to notice that the Moores weren't coming out and doing their morning chores that they usually did. Like they had a farm, they had animals. You have to get up pretty dang early to take care of them all. And they have children everywhere. So they should have been up, they should have been running, they should have been making noise, everything should have been fed, but nothing was happening. So eventually she came by, she knocked, nothing. She tried the doors and realized they were locked, which is unusual. They would have usually been open. Mm-hmm. So it was by mid-morning, so maybe like 10 a.m. Josiah's brother Ross comes by with his key, and they come in, and the house seems normal until they go into the bedrooms, and then that's where you see all the bodies, like every single one. And then Ross runs out of the house, and all he can say is something terrible has happened here. And then from there, like, obviously the crime isn't solved. There is an investigation. There are many, many suspects. We potentially even talked to some of them or got some indication about what might have happened, but I mean, we don't know. The problem with Villisca and a lot of these crimes that happened at this time is they didn't understand back then that if there's 8 people dead in a house, maybe you shouldn't have the entire town come see them. But the house was basically just open door policy. Anybody who wanted to go see these bodies would just walk in, see them. They probably took things from the house. Like
I think they were I'm trying to remember. We listened to Morbid's deep dive onto this episode, and I think it was like, because obviously they didn't really have a police force because it's a small town in Iowa. They were waiting for investigators to come from a bigger town. Was it like Omaha, by the time, maybe? And so, but by the time they got there, the town had they wanted to see what happened.
Yeah, by the time police got there, it was too late. Like, there had already been hundreds of people in there already, and they moved things. They touched the axe. Like, nothing.
Took pieces of the body.
Yeah, because I think they took a piece of Josiah's skull. Yeah. Because it was... So hopefully those people got cursed. But yeah, whatever answers might have actually been remaining were probably gone by then because, I mean, you could even say, because they did say, like, raw bacon was found in the room where Lena and Ina were. Was it left by the killer, or did somebody just drop it there? Because, like, at this point, don't know. Like, there were so many people in and out, but that's the basic story. That's why it's awful. Like, there's no way around it. It's just terrible.
And there were 2 trials, but there wasn't enough evidence to convict either person, and I think you just don't...
Yeah.
It wasn't really clear.
Like, if this happened today and we didn't have any DNA evidence, I don't think we'd be able to convict anybody still because it'd all be circumstantial. Mm-hmm. Like, without evidence, I don't think this crime really could have been solved.
To be honest, I'm kind of surprised because it was such a massive crime. I mean, I think it made nationwide news. Like, I'm kind of surprised they did... It seemed like fair trials because the evidence was all circumstantial that they didn't convict either person. Yeah. It's kind of shocking in a way.
But and there's not much to say about this one. It's just I think the reason it's still such a big story is just the unknown element and like how horrific the crime is.
And especially so personal.
Yeah, and especially I think it was 6 kids, like brutally murdered, and there probably wasn't actually a reason.
No.
Like, it might have just been...
I think one of the theories is that it could have just been someone, because the train is really close. Like, we could hear it throughout our investigation. Yeah. And so, like, I don't know, did someone just hop on the train, kill, and hop back on the train? I mean...
And I think they talk about this in the Morbid episode, but there are theories that suggest that there was a serial killer that might be tied to other... big murders. Like, I think the Axeman of New Orleans or something they said might be tied to this because, like, if you think about how methodical and how, I guess in some ways, clean the murder was, like, it does suggest somebody knew what they were doing.
Like, this wasn't their first murder.
Yeah, like...
That would have been a pretty big escalation if this was their one and only murders.
Yeah, like, something happened in this person's life before they did this. Like, you don't just do this. And sure, they could have gotten up and moved around, and it couldn't have been as simple as he just killed them while they were all asleep. But there wasn't evidence of that.
Yeah.
Like, all of it seemed to indicate that they hadn't gotten out of bed.
Yep.
So... that's the story.
So crazy.
And you may think, boy, I bet that house is haunted. And man, would you be right.
Yeah. I think this is, I don't know, I still sometimes have trouble wrapping my mind around what happened to us.
Yeah. No, there are places we go to where I'm like, yeah, I feel like that was haunted. Like, I'd have to go again to, be sure. But this one... like, without a doubt, it is haunted. And unfortunately, I think it's predominantly haunted by the kids. Or at the very least, they're the most active.
Which makes a lot of sense. I mean, they probably don't even really know what happened to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it happened so quick. And
yeah. It was a heavy house, too.
Yeah, and I remember on the drive there, we're trying to think about, like, how do we go about even... investigating a place where it's predominantly kids and kids who were brutally murdered. Like, not just some orphanage, so you think they're spirits of kids. Like, no, if they're here, it's because of how awful their life ended.
Yeah.
So we did go into it very... I think that helped set things up when we first got there. We kind of just did, I don't know if you want to explain it because you're probably better at explaining it, but like Susie, one of the people we went with, she's a medium, and she had these like, kind of these dice that had letters on them.
It's kind of almost like a Scrabble set.
Yeah.
But like, so it's the alphabet, but they're repeating letters too. Like, it's like the alphabet times, 4. And essentially what she was doing with these is she'd ask a question like, hey, what's your name? Mm-hmm. And then we'd get the letter dice, and we'd toss them out, and then, I'm sure you could assume, try to spell out something, and that's either the letter side or the blank side. So if it's a blank side, ignore that, but basically you ask the questions, you spell out whatever, you probably have multiple words. It's, it's a lot of...
you can think what you want of it, but I do
we had some interesting answers.
we definitely several times got like the kids' names, and I think...
Several times.
I think
we got mom a lot. We got more,
which
spelled correctly.
R-E.
Yep. But I think this investigation for us was different because it was such a small house. We broke into smaller groups than we normally do when we go with this group we went with. Usually, obviously, it's just me and Kayla. That's a pretty small group. But when we go with this group, it's different. And we were investigating with Susie, and she goes about things in a way that was very, I think, productive for this environment, because it was very respectful, and she made sure she started with, we're setting an intention. We're going to be quiet right now. We're going to do all of this. Like, there was almost like a certain amount of... ceremony's a bad word, but it was ritualistic to the point where, like, I think it helped something happen. And we're not going to beat around the bush with this evidence we collected too much, because it's pretty much one of the first things we got. But just to build up to the moment, we came in, Kayla and I walked around the house, we set up some recorders, we kind of got the lay of the land. We hung out in the attic for a little bit, nothing really happened while it was just me and her. And then we kind of joined with Susie and other people in the group, and we started a session in the attic. We did the letter dice. We're talking that way. And she was also using her tarot deck. She was using it interestingly, where she would pull a card and use the image to kind of be what was being communicated versus the actual like meaning of the card, which I think might actually mean more communicating with a spirit that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, most spirits don't know tarot. They're like, this is witchcraft.
Right.
I'm like, this picture looks like a mom saying mom. I don't know what I just hit. I get so spooked when we talk about these sometimes.
I know. I like get major goosebumps. Yeah.
Yeah. But we can just play this recording. It's the first.
Do you want to set? So there was a group of us, and we had sent Dustin in the group. He was out in the parents' bedroom, which is directly across from the attic. So there's like a small hallway. in between us, and he was on the bed kind of doing a dare, if you will, while the rest of us were in the attic.
And so we did this for a little while. He was out by himself. We were all, like you said, in the attic. So essentially he was down the hall.
Yeah. I mean, we could see him. It's like this house is tiny, so it's
Right.
not like he was super far away, but he was removed from the rest of us.
And it was dark by this point. We had a red light in the hall. It was terrifying. We had the REM pod in the hall as well. And Dustin was sitting facing kind of more of a full-length mirror. He was sitting on the edge of the bed facing a mirror. The mirror was covered initially, but then we suggested, hey, let's uncover it because the killer covered it. So why should we were doing this in a lot of rooms we went to, but this is the first time we did it. And there's a reason why we kept taking the covers off the mirror afterwards, because pretty much instantly after he took the cover off, he started seeing shit, he felt shit, and we all heard something. So we'll just play that now.
Ask who's tugging on your leg. Is it like what does the energy feel like?
Feels like a kid.
Ask him what his name is or their name.
Can you tell me your name? Going on my right leg.
Yeah, they did hear that. I feel like it was downstairs.
Could have been him just shifting on the bed too.
Oh.
Because everything is has a big echo.
Who's pulling on Dusty's leg?
If it says Paul, then
Ask him if his name is Paul.
Paul, are you the one tugging
Let's see
on
if there's
my
a E.
Might be a Boyd.
There's a D.
There's a Y.
And there's a Y.
So Boyd's one.
Is it Y? Was it?
I think it's a Y, yeah. Yeah, Boyd.
Ask him if it's Boyd.
He really likes dogs if you want to talk about your dog. So he does.
Do we also have her?
You boy.
Boyd.
Boyd is his name. B-O-Y-D.
My bad. Is your name Boyd?
Ask about his dog.
He doesn't have one, but he wants one.
that was me.
That scared my friend.
My phone fell.
Is that your husky stuffed animal in the other room? That doll is not 100 years old.
Oh, did you hear that?
Who said hello?
Oh, I heard it. It's outside.
Oh, fucking no, it was not. Oh, my God.
That was like he was coming from the other side of the roof.
The first hello.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, fucking shit.
That was a kid.
Okay.
Something about please. Are you guys messing with me?
No.
So that happened.
I guess, yeah, to clarify, we heard that.
We heard everything.
That was with our ears.
And we'll post a picture of like how we were sitting on our Instagram, but we were all sitting in a circle in the attic except for Dustin. And literally, like, when we first heard the first hello, we all heard it. We were like, oh, someone must be coming in.
Because there was a couple people that were outside, but they said they weren't talking and, like, there was no one else around. Because it was about, 10:30 at night?
And then right after that is when we all heard the little kid saying, hello. And literally, it was the weirdest thing. Because, like, it didn't sound like it was coming from one place. It, like, literally sounded like it was coming from, like, behind us, in front of us, above us. Like, it was, like, all around. It was so weird. And it didn't even stop after that.
No.
We were all just in shock because it was like, hello. And then this is what we think it says. We think it says, I'm in here. And then a little bit later, I see you or something like that. Or come find me.
Yeah.
Because I think we'd mentioned hide and seek at one point or playing a game. Mm-hmm. And I think they were playing a game with us.
I think so. I mean, like, I think that's too why we all at first were like, what is that? That's from outside. No, that's in it. Because it did sound like it was coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
But there was literally no kids around.
Yeah. And, like, there was a neighborhood, like, across the street, like, apartments, but I hadn't seen a single kid there. I'd seen, like, a couple old women walking their dogs, but I don't think they're going, hello,
I'm in here. And if it was just one hello, but, like, we got multiple, like, sentences and
in the same voice.
I still just am in shock at what
It's one of the weirdest moments and it was literally all of us there. We all heard it. We were there was no debating what had happened. Like,
and I think we pretty much took a break after because we were all so emotional, and like I think I like had tears in my eyes.
I did too, like,
because it was so intense.
Especially obviously knowing the history of the house and knowing we just fucking talked to a kid or a kid's trying to play with us. That one was like, every time we play it still, we're just like, fuck, that was real. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot more to say about it. It's kind of just like, the evidence speaks for itself in that one.
And it is just so clear as day. Like, I don't know if we'll ever be able to capture another EVP that clear. It's just so incredible.
Yeah, and with the live reactions, like, it's almost like it's not real because it's so damn good. Mm-hmm. But we were we weren't exactly terrified, though. Like,
no.
The reaction wasn't... That's almost what makes it more compelling to me, because none of us were scared. We were shocked.
Yeah.
And sad. There was definitely a layer of sadness because, like, that was a kid.
And you don't want the kids to still be there. Part of me hopes it's, like, just some, like, imprint of them and it's not fully them, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But that was the thing that we all heard 100%, but that was not the end of the night. Nay, that was the beginning.
Right.
Where do we go chronologically after that? Because we are all over the place. Like, we're in the attic for a while. We go downstairs, we leave. I think we're watching Aliens for a while.
Yeah, so it actually ended up being a beautiful night. Yeah. It was in August, late August, so we were prepared for it to be really hot, and it actually was a random
I was wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, thank God we brought hoodies, and I probably could have used a coat. It ended up being a pretty chilly night, so we were just laying outside, and the stars were so clear that night. I mean, that is a great thing about being in the middle of nowhere, away from the city, and we were convinced we saw, like, alien lights because they were super weird looking. But so yeah, I think we kind of just were outside for a while, just like kind of decompressing. Then a small group of us went back up into the kids' room upstairs and did an Estes method. So this was around like 11 p.m. and you, Emily, went under.
Yeah.
So that's what we did next. So do we need to set it up at all? Like,
yeah, maybe set the scene a little bit, the room.
Yeah, so Emily's under, and so this clip we're going to play, because it's maybe a little confusing out of context, but Mike had set up, like, security cameras through the house. Jim Printer, well, they always do that, and his notifications kept going off that there was, like, movement in front of the security cameras. And so we kept thinking someone, the second group that was outside, they must be coming in the house.
Yeah.
We
assumed.
But they weren't.
And I didn't know any of this because I was freaking under. So I was just sitting there, la-da-da, by the stairs. And they're like, oh, something's going to eat Emily.
Yeah. I guess this first one, you will say, the first time it happens, Byron does come up.
Yeah, and it's pretty funny.
And it's funny. But then after that, it happens a couple more times. And yeah, it was not anybody else. Mm-hmm. So we'll just play these and then we'll maybe chat about what happened after.
Yeah. It's hidden.
What's hidden?
Us?
No doubt.
Are you hiding from someone? Say a name.
Yeah, somebody walking up. You can see their light.
Don't be doing that shit. Announce yourself, fool.
Me?
Reap?
I didn't want to wait until, or I didn't want to do it too early, because then it'd be too distant.
Too early.
Yeah, if I whispered at the bottom of the stairs.
You don't whisper, you yell. It's me, Byron, coming up.
Well, that sounds like an asshole move.
No, it does not. You scared the shit out of us.
Oh, not us.
Mike knows where I am all the time.
How many are
Heard that
with us now?
I heard that tap too. Was that you tapping? I know you like to tap.
Are you in the other room?
We hear you in the other room.
You okay?
I hear someone walking
I hear
around.
somebody walking.
Yes. Yes, Carrie, I hear that too.
We hear you walking.
I think Kara said she wanted to come in, but she knew you were upstairs.
Somebody came in. Something going on because this thing's fucking
No, so
popping.
it's a private person.
Is that your signal thing going on?
Uh-huh.
Well, keep walking.
Years.
We can hear you. Are you supposed to be here? I don't think you're supposed to be here.
I do think it said bitch.
Yeah, it doesn't like you
Doesn't like-
accusing it.
Why don't you like me?
I'm gonna have to move where I'm
Be
sitting.
nice.
So who are you walking around?
Little kid's voice.
Are you guys
Play reward.
Yes. We can give you a reward.
What would you like?
The ball.
I have a ball right here.
that lights up? Like that.
Oh shit.
What happened?
That was weird.
Did you?
I thought you kicked it.
I did. But the light went off before it stopped. I've never seen that before. That's interesting.
Interesting. I meant to mention before that, you can hear some of the voices that are coming from the spirit box. Like, they are in the headphones, but you can hear it a little bit. Mm-hmm. There's something else I was going to say. But basically, I mean, those footsteps are nuts.
Right, and like,
And the...
yeah.
We think it sounds like... I don't know what we imagined if the killer had been in the house
For several hours.
or after, you know, just walking around, pacing, mumbling to himself. Like, that's kind of what that sounded like to me.
Yeah.
Which is horrifying, but...
It did seem kind of like heavy, like kind of booted footsteps.
Yeah, like I feel like I can hear the heel toe. Like, it's a boom, 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 boom. It's nuts. Like, dude, if I'd freaking heard that, like...
Yeah, you were under, but yeah, I mean, you can tell, like, we can hear it in person, because we kept thinking, oh, it's got to be someone coming up the stairs, and then no one ever did, so.
Yeah, and it's... We would have known if it was somebody, because, like...
Well, you could tell at the beginning of the clip, you can hear Byron coming up the stairs much louder, because that's an actual person coming up.
Yeah.
These were much fainter.
Yeah, and Mike even mentions, like, you could tell it's a person because you can see their light.
Right.
Like... We would have known if it was a person. It's a very small house, and the fact that no one ever appeared. Ugh.
Yeah, and that is kind of an interesting thing. We did keep the lights off in the house, so like we actually have like hardly any video footage because we don't have a night vision camera. So, but because we pretty much stayed in the dark or had minimal light on, like with just via a flashlight. Also, this session, that's when we got. Do you have the clips pulled of the kid voice?
So we will play this lovely little nugget.
Does she want? Is it this mirror in here?
The mirror?
Yeah.
There's a mirror and it is covered.
That's how we got that channel.
It got super quiet for a second.
Wow. I'm cool there.
Is it cold where you're at?
Me?
Yes, you. We're asking you. Is it cold?
I can't hear.
Are you alone?
Like a little cry.
Are your siblings with you?
Yes, someone's in here.
Who's in here?
What's their name?
Men who died here?
Is your dad here?
No.
Where's your dad? How many people are with you?
How old are you?
Is Herman with you?
Big man.
Is he a nice man?
45.
What color hair does this nice man have?
So kind of a weird kid's voice, and then something shouted John.
What do you see?
Red.
Oh, red. Can you? Is it the red light? Is it a red light that you see?
My stomach.
There's so much friggin' evidence. Okay.
Yeah, so that was crazy. Like, so kind of that whole interaction, but then hearing that, like, at the end there, the little kid, like, I don't know, voice, and then it almost sounds like a baby crying or like a laugh. It's hard to tell, but
it's definitely something. And like you can, like I said, you can kind of hear stuff in the spirit box sometimes, but I don't think that was it.
That seemed outside
Yeah,
of
and if
that.
I had heard it, I would have been like, there's a kid crying.
Well, and Susie and I did hear, maybe there others heard it, but we vocalized that we heard that first little kid voice, and then I don't think any of us heard the cry or laugh, whatever you think it is, but yeah, crazy.
And I do still feel like it all sounds like a similar voice. Like, I don't know. So this next one...
And it's still all part of the same Estes method session.
Yeah. So this next
upstairs.
one's more walking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hi. It's like a kid voice.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm pretty loud. I'm like a psst, psst.
Is this Catherine?
More.
Oh shit.
Their last name?
Oh, you're talking about Catherine Moore.
Too many words.
Yep.
Try this.
Catherine, are you here with your brothers?
A little kid's voice. Sound like no.
It's just you?
Come out. It's over.
Yeah, come on out.
You can talk to us.
We're not here to hurt you.
I heard you really like performing in your church plays. Is that true?
Mama?
Mom.
Saturday morning.
When were they murdered?
Wasn't it
It
a
was
Sunday night?
the Sunday night.
Yes.
So their church thing would have been on Saturday?
Maybe.
Get the book out.
The Bible.
Oh, somebody's coming up.
That's it.
You want the Bible? What's your favorite?
Fuckers. Yeah, I saw it.
What's your favorite book in the Bible?
I think somebody's coming up.
Do you like the Gospels? Do you want to say a prayer? Yeah.
No one's coming up the stairs.
Which I only know Catholic prayers.
Hail Mary.
Yeah.
full of grace.
Is that okay?
Aren't they all the same?
Maybe. I don't.
No,
No.
I've always been raised
they're-
Catholic, so I don't know anything.
they're not the same.
No.
Do you like the Our Father? I can say that one.
You're free.
Okay. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come,
Just that
thy
one.
will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but
Angel.
deliver us from evil. For thine
Stable.
is the kingdom, the power, and the glory is yours.
Why stable? Why stable?
Are you okay, Mike?
Yeah.
Amen. I don't think I quite finished. I think I left off on one.
It's like, it's so clearly that we were just like rattled by stuff. Like,
Yeah, I kept checking on, like, wait, are you okay?
good?
And, like, Mike and Susie clearly saw something. I don't know if I just wasn't hearing them, but I'm, like, still trying to talk to Emily while they're thinking someone's coming up the stairs.
Yeah.
And you can hear noises, but then no one does come up the stairs.
Yeah, and like literally, like the stairs are so small that you've got like 2 steps before you're visible.
Right.
Like, it would have been impossible. Like, I don't know, man.
Something here.
What's here?
It's something bad.
Which camera is that?
I don't know. It's not that one because it didn't light up.
Where are you moving at in the house?
Extra stuff. Alone?
Oh, okay. We got some people downstairs.
Okay.
So that's
Don't. There's nothing.
Can you not? Do you not see anything?
Help me.
Who needs help?
we can help.
Who's the...
What the fuck was that?
Hope that was him downstairs.
You fucking
What?
know.
Who needs help? What's your name?
Sarah?
Oh, Miss Sarah.
Sarah. What do you need help with? Why are you here, Sarah?
I think
Songs to play.
I'm going...
Where are you going?
Is your husband here, Sarah?
Died of... an axe.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. We're very sorry for what happened to you.
Yes, we are.
Thanks. Maybe. We are pretty.
Fuck, that's gonna be
Put
loud.
together.
Are you together as a family?
That last part I think Mike had turned on his spirit box or was... I don't know. It's just interesting that it was playing these, like, hymnal type songs.
I know. Like, the whole time, like, that we're potentially talking to this woman.
Yeah.
Like, I think very clearly, Sarah husband died of an axe. Like, and then just the background of the hymnal just, like, maybe that's a good sign. I don't know. Maybe they're okay.
It just is very weird. I don't know if the hymnal part is necessarily paranormal, just added. I mean, for anyone who maybe doesn't believe in the spirit box, you could just say, oh, it's just random words coming through the radio stations. I could, yes, but to get in a row, Sarah, husband, died of an axe. I mean, how do you explain that?
Right. Like, that's just...
Separately, yes, theoretically all those words could come through, but in the context of Villisca and the wife's name is Sarah and they died, it's just wild. Like, so crazy.
I don't even know. And I don't think we explained exactly. It was a little bit different how Susie just had different props included in her Estes session. So, like, okay, I did the usual. I had the headphones. I had the other layer of headphones over the headphones so I couldn't hear. I had our blindfold. And then Susie put a veil over me that was, like, doused in essential oils. And I don't know, man. Like, maybe I was high under there. But I feel like the experience was elevated.
Yeah.
I was talking about something.
You were definitely connecting, I think, with the kids and with Sarah and maybe some other things too.
Wait, whatever's calling her a bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, like, I don't know if that's the killer
was...
or... I don't know. It was a really crazy Estes session with all the walking around noises. There at the end, there were people, because we pretty much wrapped up the Estes method by this point because they did come into the house. But, like, the earlier moments was no one coming in. I don't know. It was very crazy. And it's just interesting, too, the whole night we seemed to connect with kids and the mom. There definitely did not seem to be the dad there. And at one point during the Estes, I did ask, you know, is your father or is your dad? And Emily pretty much immediately said, no.
Yeah. That was really creepy. No.
Like, definitely how a kid would say no and, like, I don't know where my dad is kind of thing. Like, so it's interesting that maybe he's not there and he did move on. And I can see why the mom wouldn't move on if the kids are stuck there. It's kind of like The Others. The movie The Others.
It is. And the dad's just like, bye.
Yeah.
Well, I'm dead. Ain't got anything left for me here. Maybe he had something to do with the murders.
That is some, there is some, if you go into the deep dive, I'm trying to remember when we listened to the Morbid episode, there's something with that Frank Jones, because he was a politician and Josiah had worked for him. There is a theory that Frank Jones could have been hired someone to kill the family, but it's really, they don't quite know why.
Or like...
But except for the fact that they were competing businessmen in town, but it's not like it's Chicago. I don't know.
Or like, what if, since they were all unrecognizable, what if it wasn't even the dad anymore? What if he switched the bodies? Like, what if it was somebody else?
Oh wow, we're really going into a conspiracy theory.
And he killed them all, and then he put this body here to make it look like he was dead, and then he left.
I mean, he could have snapped.
Yeah.
Hopped on a train and got out of town.
Happens all the time. Men are most often the familicide, what's that word?
She's like doing axe movements, but of course she can't.
Perpetrator. Perpetrator. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Just saying. I think he's a bit sus. He's not in the house with his family.
I mean, I'm not putting anything out there because I don't know. But
I'm putting it out there.
Emily's putting it out there.
I'm connecting the dots. Oh my god.
I mean, there's no evidence. Those cases are dead. It's gonna be a cold case for all time.
Homie's face was gone, so could have been freaking anybody.
Yeah, could have been.
Anyways, so after that, do we want to play what was left found on your recorder that you had kind of sitting by itself?
Yeah. So I had left a recorder in this was upstairs in the parents' bedroom.
Yes.
While some of the group was investigating down in Lena and Ina's room. So, like, on my recorder, you can faintly hear their voices. And then I got this really interesting noise that sounds like it's in the room, and they weren't moving downstairs. So, I think it was upstairs. I don't know. Take what you will from it.
That's so crazy. And it sounds like something moves and then something falls almost.
Yeah.
It's like whoosh.
But he's switching the bodies.
Yeah. He was dragging it out and it felt... I solved this crime. Friggin' Josiah did it. It wasn't even his body.
Yeah, so I don't know. That was just an interesting... We actually got quite a few, like, taps and thuds
Which it is a little old house, so it's kind of
so we didn't include those, but this one was like, that's more than just it was like a drag and a drop. So
that was like...
Very interesting.
Excuse me, that was like a scary sound.
Yes.
I have... Oh, this is from your Estes. I guess we could play this next, because we only got one recording from yours.
Yeah, I think I wasn't under... I don't really like to go under, so I think I was only under maybe 15 or 20 minutes before I actually pulled myself out.
You always pull yourself out. You're like, I'm not getting anything.
I think I don't like being not in control.
Oh, I do it. I'm like, take me.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to know what's happening. I want to be the one asking the questions.
I'm
and
just like, oh, they're gonna fucking abandon me with this ghost. That's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. So, anyways, I was not under very long, but this was, I think about 1 a.m. in Lena and Ina's room.
Yeah, and this is, so listen for sounds outside of what Kayla say, because it's voices in the background.
Mm-hmm.
If you want us to go to the attic, can you light up the red, or touch that red light? I wonder if that person's gone.
So I think the hey might have been somebody, but the like that's another kid voice.
Yeah, I guess
And
we
that
should
one sounds
preface.
like a
Emily said, listen for voices. You can hear the group outside kind of lowly talking. So, yeah, like she said, the hey might have been them, but the
Yeah. We had, for reference, like I said earlier, we had the REM pod in the hallway. So when you hear, that's my REM pod.
Yep.
Heaven? Do you need help crossing over? Yep.
Oh.
Thank you for showing us that you're here. Hello. How can we help you?
So yeah, that was kind of interesting too. That I think that was the only time the REM pod went off. Granted, we weren't in that room very long, but it was interesting timing.
And it was, I don't know if we specifically mentioned it in an earlier recording when we were playing all the footsteps and everything, we kept hearing a sound, and that was Mike's motion detecting cameras. They would go off every time there was motion.
It was like the ding.
Yeah, and that, again, I feel like it's kind of similar to a REM pod, sort of motion detecting. There was nothing there, but we keep seeing shadows, so it's kind of like, what are we seeing?
Exactly.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the last Estes session we did. There's a different person who goes under for this one, and yeah, we'll just kind of play it through. We'll stop and talk wherever we need to, but this one is more like, okay, there's a combination of some interesting things said over the spirit box, and then there's voices that we hear outside of it, and some of them we do hear with our ears, and people are seeing things again, but it's more of like a glimpse, like, oh, that's probably just a shadow, but then you hear a voice you caught and you're like, oh, maybe it wasn't, which I think, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, this was in the attic, right?
Yeah, we were back in the attic. That was our favorite place. right behind you.
We were hearing things behind us. Are you in here?
That one's crazy, and I didn't include it in this recording, but when I cut it, like right after I cut it, I said I thought I'd seen somebody peeking through, like, around the doorway into the attic, and
that hello, it sounded just like the hello we had gotten earlier in the night.
Yeah,
like
but like I wouldn't say like, okay, that maybe somebody be like, they just have a recording there, but it's not exactly the same.
No,
it sounds the same, but it's not the hello. It's hello. It's different. Like, it's a different way of saying it, but it's the same voice. Mm-hmm. It's weird.
So weird.
And then here's another one. We can talk about it after we play it, but...
My stomach. Get my sword. If you had a dog, what would you want to name it?
Okay, so you can hear a lot of background voices. Just to clarify, we know those are people. But we asked the dogs what they would name their dog, and I'm torn on whether it says Tommy or Mommy. It sounds like Mommy again.
I think it sounds more like Mommy. In some ways, you know, at the time you're kind of frustrating when it's like the other group is talking, but then in a way it's also very compelling because it's like, okay, well, we know what their voices sound like, and then you hear this Mommy, and like, you know, it's not the grown adult men that are outside talking.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, not only is it a kid's voice, but there's emotion to it. Like, it sounds like a scared kid.
Yeah.
And like, I'm torn on whether I want this to be an active intelligence spirit or an imprint, because that almost suggests that the kids, if it was like replaying events, it almost suggests the kids woke up at some point and were aware of things.
Yeah.
I don't know what's better, but
I mean, it could be like a lot of that they were just killed so quickly. They don't maybe realize they're dead because they were killed so quickly that their souls didn't move on.
I honestly hope so. And they're like, who the fuck are these people in our house?
Not to bring up like the movie The Others again in the same episode, but it almost kind of reminds me of that movie where like the kids are like interacting, the ghost kids are interacting.
Yeah, I don't know.
With the real
best case scenario, maybe they're not aware they're dead and they're just having creepy things happening in their house because it's us for real walking around.
Right, and that's where they're like seeing us in the attic and they're like, hello? Like, who's in my house? Like, kind of thing.
I hope so, because
I don't know.
There's too many mommies that we heard for my comfort. It's just so sad, but I don't know, man. There's more.
Do you want to play a game?
Do you want to hurt more people?
So that one, that's a little bit briefer, but it's the which it could be like a or it could just be, I don't know, but it's the same voice again, like.
And after asking a question, do you want to play a game?
Yeah.
Sure.
Identity, very clear. Do you not know who you are? That's my story.
So this one's a little less clear. Like the help me, I'm still torn. I could see that being one of the people outside, but it also sounds a little weird. Mm-hmm. So I can't tell for sure. But then after that, there's that sort of
yeah, like a weird scream, kind of.
Yeah.
Or I don't even know, yell.
I would classify this one as a, I don't know, because it could be a stomach, maybe. Our stomachs were really fucking loud that night.
But we called it out a lot.
Yeah,
so.
and like that one, unless somebody just ripped a fart, that's plausible. I'm not going to say it's out of the realm of possibility, but it was weird enough that I did pull it and be like, this could be something.
Yep.
So many things, right? And then this is the last piece that I pulled. I think
no, this is it. Yeah.
But this is to me, other than talking to Sarah through the spirit box, I think this is one of the most compelling things we got with the spirit box.
And I will say too, well, maybe I should wait to hold this till after.
Why are you still here?
And then he came.
Oh.
Can you please tell us your name?
Through the fields.
Oh.
Wow.
Back door.
So, what I was going to say is, I feel like the Estes we did earlier in the night really felt like we were connecting with the family, and the one at the end of the night, the EVPs we got definitely sounded like kids, but within this Estes message session, it almost felt like we were connecting with something different. I don't know. That's kind of the vibes I got, but I think this is another kind of like the Sarah husband died of an axe, the like through the fields back door. Like that's such a random string of words, but it makes sense in the context of Villisca because the killer likely went out the back door, locked it, and ran through the fields to the train tracks. Like
She's just so wild. Like, and that was not edited. That was exactly the speed and order it was said. And we were just like, oh, okay. And I think she said, I didn't obviously keep it, but later I think she said through the fields again.
She did. I do remember that. Yeah. And we were like, okay.
Like, okay, so he did go through the fields, or he probably went and came through the fields. Like, I can say, like, without a shadow of a doubt, that place is haunted.
Oh, yeah. Like, Emily and I really want to go back. Maybe just the two of us. Just, I don't know. It was a very intense, crazy investigation.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if I'd ever say I was necessarily scared.
No,
But it's almost like you're there and you're 100% certain something's going to happen. And are you okay with that? Because it's going to happen.
It was probably good that we went to this place, like, after we'd done, like, a dozen investigations, you know?
Yeah, I think our skin's gotten a lot thicker. We've had some crazy things happen, and we're weirdly okay with it now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because we haven't been pushed or scratched or anything yet, and we're like, okay, worst case, our hearts are going to race a little bit faster, but it's going to be okay. But, I mean, this is just the start of some of the crazy shit we have had happened to us recently. Like, it's been some of the most successful investigations we've had.
Yeah, it kind of escalated from here. It escalated in different ways, but because this was the second of the 5 investigations we went on this summer and fall. So, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I'm still, like, just processing all of it because it's, like, so much. And we weren't even there as long as we're normally at a location. Like,
no.
I don't know. We'll have to go back. That's all I got.
Yeah, this is definitely one.
It was literally insane. Like, the fact that most of that we actually heard just still blows my mind.
Yeah, because I think up to this point, a lot of the EVPs we got later. But this night was one of the first nights where we heard things with our own ears. And
yeah, we left it already knowing the place is haunted. That doesn't usually... We usually, with a few exceptions, leave and be like, hopefully we got something because I feel like nothing happened. Right. This time we're like, wow, even if we didn't get anything...
that one voice.
Like, that made everything worth it. Like, that, without exception, haunted.
Yeah. Yeah, even if we had left right after we got our first, hello, I'm in here.
Yeah, that would be...
I see you.
Like, that would have been a life-changing experience for a normal person.
Yeah.
And for us, we're like, hell yeah.
It's now the clip, like, when people ask me about the ghost hunting, I'm like, do you want to hear something? And everyone's reaction is always just, they're freaked out. Which is probably a rightful response instead of me being like, oh my gosh, listen to this really cool thing.
You want to hear it again?
I do always preface with people, I'm like, it's pretty intense, so, like, are you sure you want to hear it?
Oh, I don't. I'm just like, listen to this shit. And then if they don't look scared enough, I'm like, you need to hear it again. Like, clearly you didn't notice.
Yep. So.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite locations now, though, because, like, it's small, so it's manageable. It's actually really nice. Like, they had a whole, like, they converted the stable, I guess, into a,
hangout space?
Yeah, I can't really think of the word. It's way nicer than I expected. My only complaint is it's a little gimmicky. Like, they literally sell stickers and magnets about get axed. I'm like, no, dude, like, literally 6 kids were murdered over there.
Yeah. And I do even hate that, like, there's a big sign up front. This is like, Villisca Axe Murder House. And you're kind of like, oh, I mean, here we are.
That's how you get people there.
I mean, and we are there.
We're doing the same thing. That's why we went.
Yeah.
We went because there's ghosts, because people were murdered, but it is also like, we don't need to just be like, get axed, you know?
It's not really funny.
Not really.
No.
I don't know, but
they did have, it was there's a bathroom.
Yeah, I mean,
which is not always a guarantee.
It's a very nice location. Not only that, like, they have very nice, like, paving outside, and they have, like, a whole patio set up. Like, it was legit.
Which was great, because it was really nice that night, so we just hung out outside in between, taking a break.
Yeah, but it was
and the house itself was really clean, like, because even us, like,
it was great. Yeah,
a lot of time, not to like throw some of these places under the bus, but they're dirty. Like,
no,
I'm like, can you guys just dust a little? I think dusting is not going to piss the ghosts off.
Well, we've been to some, not only just dirty, not most of the big names. Most of the big names when we go to are fine.
Yeah,
we've been to some of these random one-off places that I'm like, we might die. Like, this is the one time we signed the waiver, and I'm like, should I not? Like, maybe I shouldn't sign it because I think this will happen.
Yeah.
But not Villisca. Villisca, if you're interested in this stuff, I would absolutely say you guys should go. Just be respectful and understand who you're talking to. It's very much likely victims of a murder. I don't know if I think the killer's there.
I know, like, when Project Fear went, that seemed like they interacted with the killer. Yeah. I think when Ghost Adventures went way back in the day, I think they also felt like they interacted with the killer.
Of him, maybe? Like, that pacing and maybe some of the swearing, maybe. But, like, I think it does depend a lot on your intention. And I think it being a women-heavy group, well, not women-heavy, but...
Well... That night, there was quite a few of us.
Actually, you're right, there were.
I think there was more women than men.
I think there being more women helped us interact with the kids and Sarah more, potentially. Mm-hmm. Maybe it made them... And that would indicate maybe that it is an intelligent haunting, too, if they felt...
more comfortable?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I want to go again, and maybe we'll have a different opinion the second time. Maybe we'll talk to somebody different. I don't know. But when we went, it was like you're at a family's house.
Yep. Yeah.
And, it's kind of a bummer.
So,
yeah. I can't, like, after listening to all that, my ability to make jokes is pretty much gone.
I know, it's just so heavy and sad. It's hard. So I guess instead of us keep rambling, I guess we can wrap this up. But be sure to follow us on our Instagram at Remnants Paranormal and TikTok, which is at remnants.paranorm.
Yeah.
We'll post some photos and,
we've got a few things from this one.
From there, and please leave us a review.
Yeah, please.
We really need it. Especially, I feel like this episode and the evidence we caught was so incredible. I feel like, please write a review so that other people can, like, experience it, because it was...
Yeah, we want to keep going on these investigations, and we want to keep getting evidence, and, all the support that you guys get just by listening, that makes it more possible. So just help us spread the word. And we want to make this season good.
Yes.
So,
season 4, we're off to a great start.
Yeah. It's already haunted as hell, so.
It is. Can't wait to talk about the other things that happened.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe tonight we'll make our own episode by watching this cursed movie, and maybe we'll have a haunting here, and we won't even have to spend money.
Yes, please pray for me.
Nah, she's fine.
I got my holy water here.
You just, like, get at me like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll bring my Ouija board. It'll be great. I'd feel a little bit bad, but not that bad.
Nah, she doesn't feel that bad.
No. I've been haunted by Sally, so she can take a little mood.
That's
demon.
true. I said, yeah, Sally seems to leave me alone, so.
I think she hates me.
Yeah.
I think she wants me to go there and fall down the stairs.
It'd be really easy. Those stairs are.
I literally, every time I walk up there, I'm grabbing the railing and, like, the wall with the other hand. I'm like,
they're like so climbing a ladder.
Pure fear up here.
Pure fear up here. That's a Zach Bacon's quote.
Yeah. All right.
Stay spooky
and
stay
curious.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
Bye. Welcome to Remnants. Say dead.
Dead.
dead. I tried to say stay. Oh, I tried to say stay dead.
Oh.
I can't. You're like, what, Emily? I'm like, no, I just can't talk.
I can't help you there. I just gotta find where I wrote down how we intro things. All right.
Grab something hot.
Yeah, something like that. Okay.